Looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Jason Smith, he's checked in for Johnson. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Marcus Morris. And it's Jennings in for Jackson. They get the rebound. Nice shot by Smith.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
And Wright kicks to Simmons. Wright sets a screen. To the paint. Here's the assist.
Well, I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Now here's Green. Playing Oklahoma City, he was nearly unstoppable. And Caldwell-Pope gets the basket. A minute 20 left to play in the first quarter. Here's the screen. Harris outside. Harris missing again.
You can't get in a much better position for the three than that. Everything was right on target, it just didn't fall.
Harris on the double team. Smith the pass to Green. Back to Smith. Outside Jennings with the shot. And Detroit again with the bucket. Wizards trail by 6. In the corner, Gortat with it. Green against Harris. Harris missing again.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Green with the ball. Devin Harris covering. Clock at 6. Green dishes to Smith. The shot from the low post is good. And it's an 8-point Piston lead.
Playing smart offensively in the first half, no doubt about it.
Yeah, the numbers support it. I mean, they're shooting the much better percentage from the field so far.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Pistons ahead, up by 8. We'll be back shortly live from the Verizon Center. And a chance to hear from Bradley Beal. He came from a football family in St. Louis, but said his mother introduced him to the game of basketball at a young age. Maybe some other NBA players should be practicing with Bradley Beal's mom. She has definitely honed something special into him.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, but I'm not sure some of the more delicate NBA egos could handle her trash-talking them when she beats them in a game of horse. Bradley's not only got a special J, but he's got a pretty good disposition, too.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And what stands out to you from the Pistons so far in this one?
Just the start they're looking for in this game. Solid offensively through the first.
Very crisp and sharp, not much stagnation at all on offense.
On the floor for Detroit, Green, he's in at shooting guard. Caldwell-Pope out there with Patrick Patterson. Then it's Ilyasova, and it's Jennings in at the point guard position. They set the pick. From deep, Wall, good! Wall's got 7 points.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have. Boy, you got to love that nice assist by Jennings.
Temple can't get it to go.
All he needed right there was simply to set himself up and then relax and shoot the ball. He threw himself off balance for no reason.
Wizards trail by 10. Over to the left wing. Wall, that's good.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Here's Green, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Freak in the left.
Look here for the Pistons. Drummond's checked in for Ilyasova. Smith comes in for Patrick Patterson. Marcus Morris is checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Green in for Brandon Jennings. Green kicks to Jackson. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Here's Simmons. And again, Washington no good. Pistons leading by 8. Green left side. Smith right side. They get a hand on it and stolen by Wright.
Clearly a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Oh, without question, Greg. I mean, the wise move would be to get themselves a quick shot so they have an opportunity to get that 2-for-1.
Smith with a screen on Wright. Smith no good. Washington's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Harris passes to Gortat. That is good. And now it's just a 4-point Piston lead.
The offense has a better flow, and it actually looks better here in the second quarter.
It does. They're playing with a little bit more bounce in their step and trying to close this gap.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
And right, here we go. And so we wrap up the first half. Pistons lead by 6. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, guys, I'm here with John Wall. And, John, tell us how you're feeling so far in this game in terms of getting into your own rhythm out there.
You know, it was good. Just try to get my rhythm, just try to find my teammates, make the job easy for us, and let the game come to me.
John, thank you for your time. We always appreciate it. Guys, back to you.
Thanks so much, Doris, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back in there for the start of the third quarter after this break. Back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. And we're ready to get going once more. The players having a chance to have a short break and get some rest themselves and get refueled and hydrated with some Gatorade. More terrific basketball in store for us tonight.
Some really terrific numbers for Green. He's got 13 points, and he's also got 1 block to add to the mix today.
Yeah, and that's just a small part of what we've seen, but it's been a solid contribution defensively.
The talented Wall and Beal team up in the backcourt. Zeller is out there with Gortat, and it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. That's Randy Whitman's 5 as we get into the second half.
And now let's take a moment to check out the stats for Wall. A strong stretch of play the last 10 games, averaging 15 points a game, 8 assists and 4 rebounds. And for any other player putting up those numbers, we'd say they were great, but for him, they're just simply run-of-the-mill.
Sure, you know, most guys would be satisfied with that stat line, but he's built for more.
Wall draws the double. Here's Beal. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort. Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
And that's 10 of their last 12 points that have come off assists.
And a brief moment now to see who's atop the NBA scoring-wise. Freak number 1.
You know what, Kevin? Leading the league in scoring is no small feat. He's out there every night giving it his best, and the effort is definitely paying off.
From 11 feet away, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. 8 points here for Beal.
A moment to check out Marcus Morris here. His last 10 games, 3rd in shooting percentage, And, of course, a knockdown shooter from the perimeter, ranking 3rd in field goal percentage from beyond.
And, you know, that's an impressive accomplishment. He just refuses to take bad shots. That's why he's one of the best in field goal percentage.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Green slams it in.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
Here's Zeller. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Washington shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've been mediocre all season long, just about 72% from the line.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
And the Wizards making a change here. Collins is checked in. Detroit also making some changes. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. And it's Jennings in for Jackson. The Pistons have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7. So he comes up empty, missing both. Wizards trail by 6. All with it. Now Green defending. And Wall kicks to Beal. Lets it go from deep. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Despite the troubles he had in the first half, he stayed composed and focused, and now he's getting it going.
Here's Green. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Beal from long range. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
Back-to-back threes for him. The defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that 3, or you'll give up points in a hurry.
And it's Green missing. On offense, here are the Wizards. They're on a 12-4 run. Here's Oubre. And good as it rattles through the hoop. Oubre's got it all tied up now for the Wizards.
And the road back into this game wasn't a short one, but they've managed to make it all the way back and tie this thing up.
And, Greg, I've got to admit to you, I did not think they were going to get all the way back. I thought they were done. But they've shown some serious resilience and character to battle this far back.
Four on the shot clock. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. We'll take a look at the Pistons. And not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there at that #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And, of course, the Wizards just need to take it a game at a time.
And, well, for Washington, nobody was calling on them to kind of set the world on fire. But even those modest expectations have yet to be realized.
Yeah, you know, Greg, it's been a shame for their fan base, too, because they haven't really had much to be optimistic about to this point.
Here's Green. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots at the game right here.
And he has grooved his stroke at the line this season and been able to maintain it with an average of 90%.
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
On the wing, Harris. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. The Pistons have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was. They're just around 60% from the line for the game right now. They shot it pretty well in the first half, but they've just fallen apart here in the second.
And Wright kicks to Simmons. Rebound, Detroit. They've led by as many as 11 points. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Green, no luck. So for Washington, their last game, a loss to Charlotte.
Yeah, they lost the momentum, and it's a bit surprising that one got away from them, because for long stretches, they were the better team.
Well, if you only looked at the stat sheet, you'd have a hard time figuring out how they lost it. I mean, it was a case of a few small things, some of the intangibles that didn't go their way in the end.
Garrett Temple is checked in for the Wizards. Green uses the glass to finish the layup. Green's got 15 points here in the second half.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And they'll keep possession. And the basket good. 8 points for Marcin Gortat. For Detroit, they've gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Here's Green. Shot is off. Some solid defense from Harris. And here's the fast break. And it's right missing.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Nails the buzzer beater!
And that's a big bonus for him.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. It's Detroit. They lead by 2. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. Green in a 2-guard. Ilyasova out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Drummond in at the 5. There's Beal with the 3. Looks good. Is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
He's come out here in the second half and done a nice job moving, getting good looks, and finding his range. He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
There's a screen by Gortat. Dishes it to Beal. Zeller, a screen on Green. Zeller passes to Beal. That 3 off the mark.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
And here's Ilyasova outside. Washington trailing. And Wall kicks to Gortat. And there's the feed to Zeller. The 11-footer. Shot is off. Great D that time from Green. Jackson against Wall. Green. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Start it.
Ladies and gentlemen, over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hi, Kevin. Randy Whitman was just going over the plan with his team. He said, guys, this is the kind of game we're capable of playing when we put our minds to it. I knew we had it in us, just like I know we're going to come out on top. Let's finish this thing. Guys?
Wizards making a switch here. Simmons is checked in.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
Gortat with the screen for Wall. Here's Zeller, and that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got assist number 7 for him tonight. And it's Green with the jam.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Simmons dishes to Zeller. Passes it to Simmons. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, Greg, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
And it's sent back by Drummond. And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back. All with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Here's the screen. There's a screen by Gortat. Wall passes to Simmons. He got right to the cup using that screen. Simmons got 4 points now in the quarter.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set.
We got to be more physical on
freed him up and made the layup possible.
And the Wizards making a change here. Oubre's checked in. Over in the corner, Green.
And make your presence felt.
Oubre pulls it in. Wizards trail by 3. Here's Zeller. That's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
The kick out to Wall. No luck. Good work defensively by Morris. Pistons leading by 3. Johnson, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Big time finish. Emphatic.
He hangs on the rim, too, just for good measure.
Yeah, but guys, nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating every now and then.
Here's Gortat. He kicks it to Beal. Off target from outside. For Detroit, they've gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the 4th quarter. Drummond with a screen on Wall. Outside Jackson. Here's Johnson. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Nice ball movement by Washington. He was all alone on that one. 22 points here for Beal.
With the success they've been having from the three-point line since halftime, I'll bet you that scoreboard starts to look a lot different real soon.
Partner, that's assuming they can continue that hot shooting. But if they do, and especially if they can get a few stops, you have to think they'll make this thing interesting.
Ball against Jackson. That one's good, and the Piston lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Beal.
That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
And it's Green with the jam.
Oh, man, what a turnaround. Sensational play on D, and then the rapid-fire run to the basket.
Greg, they didn't wait around, did they? They went right for the throat.
Guys, this is crunch time now. When you've got a chance to capitalize on the turnover, you've got to take it and make it.
Here's Wall. And Washington again with the bucket.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Beal gets a wide open look. Again, the Wizards good for 2.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
Drummond sets the screen for Green. To the middle. Outside for Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Drummond up top. Feeds to Johnson. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way. Clutch shot right there. That could be the difference maker.
Indeed, it might be a big, huge moment in this game right there.
Jackson kicks to Green. Yes!
He hushed him up with that shot.
Well, a huge bucket there to stifle the crowd. You're right.
Yeah, very little to cheer about for them at the moment.
Wall dishes to Beal. It's good! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
And after all that time, finally, they've been able to tie it up here in the 4th quarter. What a comeback, and what a finish we have in store.
And their greatest enemy during that comeback was the clock, but they can finally stop worrying about time and start thinking about how to win this thing now.
Pick by Zeller. Beal with it. Now Green defending, but they'll get another chance.